Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. In the last episode, we entered Dust Town. This is a part of Orzammar that I am sure Artin has never really been in. She's looked at it from up above in the Diamond Quarter, but she's never really walked the streets where the poorest citizens of Orzammar live. Now, we do have a codex entry for the Castless. Let me close that up. There we go. And where they at? There they at. The Castless. Let me start my timer. There we go. The caste system in Orzammar includes many groups of privilege. The nobility and the warriors above all others, but to a lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition establishes a clear hierarchy, but as in many cultures with an upper class, there is also a clear underclass. These unfortunates, the so-called casteless, are believed to be descendants of criminals and other undesirables. They have been looked down upon since Orzammar's foundation. They have taken up residence in a place called Dust Town, a crumbling ruin on the fringe of Orzammar's common areas. Orzammar society considers these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the casteless are not allowed to become servants, as it is too honourable a position. They are seen as little better than animals, their faces branded at birth to mark them as the bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is a haven for crime, organised and otherwise. Orzammar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. The best that most casteless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic lichen ale. Even so, there is some hope for the casteless, a dangling rope that offers a way up into greater Orzammar society. Since a dwarf's caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male child of a nobleman is part of that noble's house and caste. Strangely, it is acceptable for casteless women to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They are known as noble hunters. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event, considering the low rate of dwarven fertility. The mother and entire family are then taken in by the father's house, although they retain their caste. The dwarves we know on the surface are also considered casteless once they leave Orzammar, although this is only relevant to those who return, if they are allowed to return at all. Dwarves who leave for the surface, the sun-touched as they're often called behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone and the favour of the ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity, for upon dying they are said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that way, it seems a sad existence indeed. From Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Yeah. Oh, I think Artin knows that other nobles will be calling her sun-touched. At the same time, I think she's been in the Deep Roads, and I think she still feels her stone sense. Maybe it's a little farther away than it was before. It's not quite as strong, but if she reaches out, she can feel that connection. So, I think from her perspective, she's like, I'm not sun-touched. I can still feel my connection with the stone. And clearly the ancestors still favour me, because I was able to kick my cousin Piotin's ass in the proving. So clearly they still favour me. Rogek.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
That sounds like a man with something to hide. Persuade, I'm Artin, a Grey Warden. I'm looking for Jarvia. You got information to sell? Never mind, I was just leaving. I'm Artin, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking. Sounds like an opportunity, sounds like I wouldn't approve your kind of opportunity. He's not saying what the opportunity is. I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know. They make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Qwinn. He's expecting a delivery of his stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Qwinn, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
You have a deal. Persuade, 50's a bit much when you've got no options. 40, it must be dangerous if you're paying so much. Smuggling is illegal. I'm turning you in. Ooh. I think smuggling is illegal, but at the same time, Artin is always in the business of making money. She has got a blight to fight. She's only got like how many? I don't actually know how many companions she's got. We've got Morrigan, Alistair, Liliana, Qwinn, Zevran, Shale, Sten. Am I forgetting anyone? Thorin, but Thorin's only a dog. And we should count him. She's only got like 8 people that she actually trusts on her team. Yeah, she's got like the mages and the Dalish, but like she doesn't know the mages and she doesn't know the Dalish. She knows specific people, but she doesn't really know these groups. So, like I can't see her turning down this job. It's like I said, fighting the Blight is expensive. 50's a bit much when you've got no options. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium then. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Okie doke. I'm happy with that. Okay. We have a door here. Alamar's Emporium.
It will be done.
Huh. Cute little shop.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let me see your wares. This doesn't look like a store. What do you know about Jarvia? I'm looking for the Carter's base. Never mind, I was just leaving. Also, Artin would know this. The castless aren't allowed to have stores. That's for the merchant caste. This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
I have some spare equipment. What'll you give me?
Why don't you take a look?
So I'm gonna buy stuff first because, you know, asking around about the local crime lord tends to put people on edge. So I think buying and selling everything we need to beforehand is a bit of a smarter choice. Oh, come on. There we go, the fire arrows, the ice bolts. These can both go. We don't need the mauls. That's sentimental. Blight blood. Yeah, I think I can get rid of the chase and flat blade now. Ooh, Caddis of the Trickster. Backhands. Oh. They are better than what we have. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Metal kite shield. Alistair buddy. Yeah, these aren't better than what he has. So these can go. We've got no one in medium armor. I think this can also go. Zevran. What does Liliana have? That's Alistair. Liliana. Yeah, she's got better, so we can get rid of all of these. Heavy chainmail can go. Dwarven massive armor. I'll keep that for now. Ooh, remarkable amethyst. That's good. We need one greater warmth bomb. Lots of gifts. We can get rid of that. And the fleur spar. And 1 diamond. Oh, what just happened? Remarkable diamond. Where did my diamond go? That was a bit weird. Okay, whatever. Yep, that's all of that. And anything interesting in here? I don't think so. Yeah, that's fine.
You're back. You got more business for me?
What do you know about Jarvia?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions.
Okay. Why is everyone so scared of Jarvia?
Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava.
Okay, that's fair. Would you know more if the question came with silver?
Could be. If 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit.
Here's the money, now talk. Here's 20. If I like your information, you may get more. Never mind, I was just leaving. Here's the money, now talk.
Only Jarvia's men know all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you want to buy something, or are we done?
Never mind, I was just leaving.
That's what I thought.
Okie doke. We got the information. And it only cost us 30 silver. Like, I'll take that. That was a pretty good deal. Ooh, beggar assembly directive. Excuse me. Come on, pick it up. There we go. And that was the last codex entry. We can now complete the key to the city, which is an extremely good little trinket thing. Accessory, there we go. That's the first one, 1A. That's the provings. Yeah, there we go, okay. Your efforts have been exemplary, but these self-proclaimed cartels must defer to the assembly and restore order. Exclusion from caste and society is no excuse. Perhaps suggest that it would be a simple matter to march on the quarter, or simpler still to withdraw infrastructure support. A tunnel breach would be most unfortunate, but current policy direction prohibits any deals that would legitimize cartel operations. Downward pressure on certain elements of our society has proven useful in shoring up the economy with an excess of affordable labor. It also encourages enlistment in the Legion of the Dead, the one accepted path to partial redemption and a vital force on our weakening front lines. This model suffers when criminals create their own hierarchies with alternative methods of social advancement. Every stone has a face that can't be carved, a side that must be earthward. We need their so-called dust town, but it would be inadvisable to include that in your negotiations. We have the utmost faith in you, Capt. The rest is obscured by bloodstains. from a confidential assembly directive regarding proliferation of cartels. Damn, so some captain comes down here to basically be like, you will defer to the word of the assembly. It would be most unfortunate if a tunnel collapsed in Dust Town, and the Dusters resorted with, let's slit his throat. Screw this guy. Who are you to come into our house?
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaperate. What makes you think I'm looking for anything? Ooh, they did say that he had a brand all over his face. I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaperate.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Luckily for us, this guy was a complete idiot. And down he goes. Sad times for him. Proving receipts. A losing betting receipt crumpled in anger. These are only printed in the proving grounds. Okay. So we know that he's probably been to the provings. Got it. Idle Dwarf. Let's see, I'm thinking, because I do really want to get the key to the city, which is a fantastic item. So I think I'm just going to go around here, collect any quests I have, and then I'll make my way back up to the, what is it called? The assembly room.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
And what will you give me in exchange? Here's 5 silvers, buy yourself some food. I might have money if you have information. What about a generous kick in the face if you ask again? Absolutely not. I might have money if you have information.
What are you looking for?
Do you know a woman named Jarvia? Know anything about the Carta? Tell me about Dust Town. Do you know a woman named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where could I find her? Does the Carta have a base anywhere? Can you take me to her? I don't think... Artin, I think, has enough where about her to know that asking this lady, even if she said yes, if she was stupid enough to say yes, like, thank you, lady, for bringing me to the mob, she would die. So no. Excuse me, definitely not number 3. Does the Carta have a base anywhere?
They do, but it's not easy to find. Jarvia's got real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one of these tokens?
Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised?
Sure, here's 5 silvers for the road. I'll give you 10 silver, take care of yourself. If you can't get me Jarvia, you don't deserve my coin. I've mentioned before, Artin, in all other locations, you know, with the Dalish and with, the mages, she really didn't care. They weren't her people. She really doesn't care about their problems. These are her people. So I think she'd give the 10 silver. I'll give you 10 silver. Take care of yourself.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Okie doke, Nadezhda. Oh, Zevran! What a cool trick. You should do that more often. Got the Idle Dwarf. Zelinda. A suspicious door. Okay, Zelinda then.
Spare a bit for the needy? Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I. Yeah,
I was about to say she's not got the cashless brand. Here's 5 silver, buy yourself a meal. I could help you if you have some information. Why doesn't your son's father help you? Ugh, get a job. Your face isn't marked. What caste are you? Yeah, I think that's what would catch Artin off guard. Your face isn't marked. What caste are you?
I am nothing. My family has disowned me. I'm no longer welcome in any mining caste hall. Unless... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do? What's wrong? You seem upset. Is there some way I can help? I don't have time for your hysterics. Goodbye. What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Maybe I could reason with your family. That's horrible. If you're a miner, why would your son be casteless? Isn't there any other solution? That does sound like the best option, I'm afraid. Artin knows. We've spoken about this a lot. You inherit the caste of your same-sex parent. This is very intriguing. We had a male noble hunter with this. Except, to be fair, he set his sights a fair bit lower. He set his sights on a miner. And unfortunately, she got pregnant with a son, which means he doesn't get to raise up to mining caste. So, presumably, he's wandered off to find another lady miner to woo. Number 4 is interesting, because the other solution is she could just head to the surface. Like, why does she need her family? These people who have kicked her and her son out and have suggested this horrific, horrific fate for their own grandson. Take our grandson into the deep roads where he will either starve to death, be eaten by spiders, or, you know, darkspawn, or worse. Like, take him and do that with our grandson. What kind of grandparents are they? What kind of parents are they? So she could always just go to the surface and live with her son up there. However, I don't think Artin would suggest that. Artin is very much a family-focused person. That's how she was raised to be, you know, to be loyal to her house and her clan. So I think her first thought would be, like, let me try and reason with these people. Let me try and get you your back with your parents. Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Don't look a gift warden in the mouth. That's a funny line, but okay. Like I said, Artin wouldn't say that. I don't like to see a child suffer. Orzammar must change with the times. It must. It really must. I was hoping you'd offer me a reason. No, Orzammar needs change. Orzammar must change with the times.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Okie doke, so Linda. I've got you, girl. Don't worry about it. Okay, Have another beggar. And the old house. This was the, if you played through as the casteless warden, you will recognize this house, because this is where the Broskas were living.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Okie doke, guys. I'm thinking, let's... everyone go after the minor thugs. Okay. Know it. Everyone is going after the correct people. Okay, hey, Qwinn. Alistair, you go after this guy. Qwinn, you go after this guy. Zevran, you go after this guy. I'll go after whoever I see fit. If I could get up, there we go. I'll go after this guy. Still bleed, it's still fine. There you go, Qwinn. Alistair, if you could help me out, that'd be great. He's fighting that guy, everyone's fighting that guy. Qwinn, if you can't do a group heal. I'll go after this guy. Alistair. You go after this guy. Zevran. This guy.
Your command.
No, Qwinn. Go after this guy. We want to leave the leader until last. Now then.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
I love how Artin is just standing there with her arms crossed like, you really shouldn't have picked this fight, buddy. Intimidate. Tell me how to find Jarvia or join them. Why did you attack me? Persuade. Tell me where your base is. Tell me how to find Jarvia or you join them.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Will you let me go now?
Yes, and you won't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there. No, now you die like all of Jarvia's lackeys. Yes, and you won't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you. Don't kill me! Sorry, ancestors!
Buddy?
What do they teach you on the surface?
Buddy?
You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
Oh god, we're stuck in a time loop! We're stuck in a time loop!
The base is...
Okay. Yeah, go.
Really?
There we go. Okay. I have no idea what that was about, but oh well. It's fine. Okay, what do you have? Excuse me. Give me the stuff. And through here we just have... Oh, we have two... No. I don't know who that was. There we go. Dwarven longsword. Ooh, I like that. I want to deck Artin out in dwarven stuff because it just seems right for her. She has so much love of her heritage. Now that I am going to go over time for this episode, I've got 3 minutes yet, but there are a few things I want to do because it's going to be a week before I record again, and again, I know that I will forget things. The first thing, I want to mention something. That the codex said that the castless' faces are branded at birth. Because I don't imagine the castless doing that. Because it doesn't suit their interest. If they could protect their kids, prevent them from getting branded, then those kids could then grow up to, like, if they could get fake documents to be other castes. If you get what I mean. So what I imagine must happen is that every so often, guards must enter Dust Town looking for small children without brands and then drag them to get branded. Which sounds
very well.
So horrific. These groups of armored men walking around there. Again, I have no proof of this. This is all headcanon, but I think it's good headcanon. I love it so much. Yeah, these armored guys walking around Dust Town, the brand in their hand. You know, some lyrium magically going up the rod to keep the brand hot. And they hear that of a newborn baby. The mother's going, shh, no, hiding behind a building. And they come in and they, you know, the two guys are like holding her. She's screaming, no. And they grab the baby and they push the brand into its face. The wailing getting louder. I love it. I love the dwarves so much. Okay, Ordell.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I met your daughter. Are you Ordell? What kind of monster throws his child out on the street? Nothing, just here for a drink. I've pretty much blamed my corset for all of my stuttering in all of these episodes for this week. I'm gonna do it again. I blame the corset. Are you Ordell?
I could be. What business is it of yours?
I met your daughter. What kind of monster throws his child out on the streets? Persuade, if you don't take Zelinda back, she'll die. Never mind, I'm leaving. I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
Oh, what a thing to say about your own kid! If you don't take Zelinda back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him. Could you pretend your child never existed? You have to take them both. It's between one or two. It's between one or two. I think clearly, given when Artin said, "Dude, she'll die," he clearly was like, "Oh shit, really?" Like I think he's very angry. I think he's coming from I do think he loves his daughter. He's being kind of a dick about it, but I do think that he loves his daughter. And I know he called her a whore just now. And I think he's kind of... You know when someone's really insulting because they don't want to focus on their actual emotions? It's like the idea of, I'm in love with this person, but they don't love me back, or they don't know about my feelings, and I'll never be able to be with them, so I'm going to call them a bitch and just slag them off to all of my mates. I think he's coming from that place. He's like, I'm gonna insult her so that my anger feels justified. If I can convince myself that my anger is justified, then maybe I won't be in pain. I think that's where he's coming from. He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her we never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
There we go. That's task 1, done. What else do I... What are you doing in the... Oh, God, that's weird. It's looking right at the roast nog. It's looking at it like, that was once my wife. I loved her so much, and now she is roast. You're coming with me. Come on. Let's go. Let's see. We've got the quest in the Shaperate quest in the Proving Grounds. However, I can do that next episode. But while I'm here, more banter, please.
So, what would you do if someone told you that they loved you?
Check their eyesight first, perhaps. Is this someone I should know about?
No, I mean, pretend you're a woman.
Oh my God, Alistair.
I am a woman, Alistair. That shouldn't be too hard, but I'll give it a try.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Just pretend you're another woman. Someone told you that they loved you. How would you react?
Well, that depends. Does this someone just blurt it out? Do I love them back? I need context.
I don't know if you love him back. Maybe you do. You've spent a lot of time with this person.
Perhaps you need to wait for the right moment. You could get her alone in camp. Give her a gift, perhaps.
Oh, I wasn't talking about me. Just, forget I said anything.
As you wish.
Alistair! I love him so much. Alistair doesn't take me to a waterfall scene and then tell me my culture was a lie and then make out with me and then after grabbing my ass be like, I can't, and break my heart. Alistair doesn't do any of that.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there. I trust Vala.
God damn, how many nugs are there? I'm actually pretty sure. I think they're like tribbles. They just breed and breed and breed, and you'll never be like out of them. Jesus. Oh my God. Okay, so now, where are we going? We're getting the key to the city. That's what we're doing. Okie doke. There we go. And then after that, I think we're going to head...
Lord Balin is a bad man. Yes, very bad.
Oh my god, dude. Harrowmont, you need a better crier. You need a better guy on your side, Harrowmont. What have you got to say?
The hour, Lord Balin, endorsed by the Grey Wardens. Darkspawn, already running in fear.
See, that's how you do it, mate. Okay, so we want to head into the assembly, grab the key to the city, then head back to the provings for next episode.
Very well.
Give me the good shit. Yes, look at that. That is beautiful. I'm going to be taking that. Now then. Okay. Let me see. What rings do I normally give Zevran? Because I'm pretty sure it's either the Promise Ring or the Lucky Stone. Where are my notes? Oh, on my... No, notes. There we go. Okay, who has what? Okay, so I give him the Promise Ring. Who gets the Lucky Stone? Sten gets the Lucky Stone. Okay, I need to swap that out for him. Got it. Nice. Okie doke. Let me put that down. I don't need to go back to my timer because I'm going overtime for this episode. Yeah, that's grand. Yeah, I'm thinking we head back down to the Proving Grounds. Just so then I can start off the next episode where I need to be. And then after that we'll be heading down...
Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference, claims no one can stop his plans to strip Orzamar's defenses, say insiders.
Now then, have you thought of material yet?
Rumors of Grey Warden demon worship circulate. Is Lord Balin supported by demon worshippers?
Okay, so you have thought of new material. Unfortunately, it's all bullshit. Okay. At least he's thought of something. Okay, come on, game. Come on, you've got this. We're just going to the Commons after all. Oh crap. Computer? There we go. It's a little slow, but she gets there. She gets there in the end. And once again, we're finishing off with even more banter.
You know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh yes, they've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it.
And with that, today's episode comes to a close. In the next, hopefully we will be able to get that book for the Shape right back. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.